Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Part of our flexible learning this afternoon is how to do a quiz or a test using Google Forms. So if you're choosing to do this particular module of the training, what I'll get you to do is I'll get you to go up here to Google Drive. And once you're in Google Drive, you can see I've been a busy boy, got lots of stuff in here. I want you to create a new document. So over on the left-hand side of Google Drive, I want you to create new, and we'll go down here to more options, and you'll see that one of the extra options that you have that you can use is Google Forms. So I'd like you to go ahead and click on that, please. So we've gone to new, and we've gone to more, and we go to Google Forms. So click on Google Forms. You can always pause me or rewind me or whatever you need to do. If I'm going too fast. When we've opened up our new form, you'll see that at the moment it's untitled. First thing I always do as a habit of mine for every particular Google document that I make is I name it. So this will be PD quiz number 1. Okay, so straight away now I have a name. That's a good thing. The next thing that's really crucial and that you forget sometimes when you're learning how to use this thing and it comes back to bite you later on is to click on automatically collect the respondent's MLMC username. Unless you collect their username, you're not going to be able to email them their results and you're going to lose a lot of flexibility in your system. So make sure you do that. The next thing we need to do is we need to collect their first and last names. So what we're going to do up here where it says untitled question, I'm going to write first, and in the help text is what they actually get to see. So this is what when we say, please enter your first name. Now, at the moment, the default is to be set for multiple choice. That's not really useful if they're entering their first name because I don't want to type in 26 kids' names. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to set that for text. And then that obviously they're going to write their answer as a text answer to that question. The next thing I'm going to do, and this is also pretty important for their name, I don't know if you've ever been given a test by a student and they've forgotten to write their name on it. I want you to go ahead and tick the box that says required question. In other words, they can't submit the test unless they've written their name on it. Beautiful. Up here on the right-hand side, you'll see that there's a duplicate option. Now, because I've only collected their first name, I want to have another question, just the same as this, to collect their last name. Rather than having to type the whole thing out again, I'm just going to duplicate this first question. You can see the first question's still there. Now I've got the second question. So I'm going to say last. And this is where I want them to put in their, you guessed it, last name. It's a required question. It's a text because I duplicated the first question. All is good. Now, down the bottom here, I can add an item. This is where I'm going to go from now on to add my questions. So when I add an item, you'll see the first two questions are here that I've already typed. The next question along we'll call number 1. And this is actually the first question that we're going to ask them. So the help text then, once again, is the beginning of my multiple choice question. When creating a new form, it is important to check the box that says please donate. Multiple choice question number 2. Automatically collect username. Option 3. Close window. Option 4. We'll just say 4. Okay. Now I want to put another question in. Normally you'd have 10 or 15 questions. So we'll add another item and we'll add question number 2. And the help text for this one this time might be something along the lines of, it is important to name the quiz because it helps you find it again. Users like names. Google requires it. That'll do. We can add in as many options as we like, or we can add in as few as we like. We'll add another item. This time it'll be number 3, and you get the idea. All right, so when we're finished, rather than clicking on done, all we have to do now is we have to send the form. So if we click send form down here, you'll see that there's a couple of options for sending the form. You can send the form via Google+, no. Facebook, definitely no. Twitter, that's really more for social media types. What we're interested in is we're interested in a link to send to our students. So what I like to do is I like to click on the shorten option. So it gives them a really short link. And then what you can do is you can just copy that. Now, I happen to have a class page open, a Google class page open, and it's for the PD afternoon. I'll just delete my old drafts. Now this is the page that you guys were given this afternoon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up an assignment, and I'm going to say that it's quiz number 1, and this is our practice form, and the due date. You can change that, you can take away the due date, whatever you want to do. Just here, there is something that looks like a chain, a link. So you press on the link button and you paste in the link that we just copied from our form. And you can then assign that to the class. So anyone who's joined this class gets assigned the quiz. And you'll see here, Google Forms create and analyze surveys for free. Now it's really important if you're the teacher of the subject that you actually do the form yourself, because that's how you're going to get the answers that you're going to grade it with. In our next video, we'll go over how to answer the form and how to grade it. Thanks for watching.